Koval and Pekka Rinne, who have been excellent, have extra work to do as we prepare for the extra stanza. Barkov versus Kaluzhny on the face-off here in overtime. And for Belarus, 2 points would salt away. And there they'd punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. Yavenko rumbles forward. Lepisto now. Ahead for Barkov. Barkov to Jokinen. Jokinen back to the point. Heavy shot. Koval didn't know where it was. It's on top of the net as Barkov and Jokinen were storming the crease. And Koval managed to get a piece of it. Right there, it just bounces off of Jokinen up high, and you see it's right on top of the net. And he looks behind him quickly. And he actually did. He looked it right up to the top of the net. Good job by Vitaly Koval. So 1 point in the bank for both teams. Finland are on 13 points, Belarus on 11. If you're a Slovakian hockey fan, then Belarus can get no more points in this one, and they can't get anything against Norway. Korobov back to the point. Yusenko through a screen, a good screen by Havris, but Pekka Rinne tracked it the whole way. Stas has been good. Plays his hockey for CSKA Moscow. Leo Komarov played for Dynamo Moscow, but came back to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs this past season. He's been good in this tournament as well, with a 3-point tournament so far on 2 goals and an assist. Overtime, 4-on-4 action, plenty of room out there to roam. And Kulikov trying to put that to the test. Kulikov outside of Yakola. Stas tries to weave away from Otama. In front, they had a streaking Sienkiewicz jumping in off the point. That didn't quite work out. Here's Ati Otama. Otama takes his time. Got to look up at the clock and finds Komarov down the left wing. Komarov puts on the brakes. Leo Komarov down low. Kampainen, the leading point getter, will play a lot in this overtime. Here's Komarov. Komarov gives it off to Salmela. And they were on a change there. It was an awkward change, and Aaltonen will have to chase it all the way back for Finland. Here's Heitinen. Heitinen being watched by Kaluzhny. Kaluzhny, that shot was so hard. As I said, he nearly put it through the net, but what a goal by the captain, leading by example to get his team to overtime. Kaluzhny to Kostitsyn. Sergei Kostitsyn takes his time. Backhand offering by Korobov, up and over Pekka Rinne's net. There's Kontiola. Heitinen takes his time. Looks left for Kontiola, but Stas is doing a good job on the forecheck. Donskoy will be the outlet. Donskoy on the right wing, also pressured by Stas, and he'll leave it for Kontiola. Salmela gains the zone. Donskoy renews acquaintances with Stas and Havris. So many opportunities for Artur Havris to end this game. Or at least on that power play, the 5-on-3 situation, that extra goal they needed. He couldn't do it. And right there again, runs out of space. Donskoy out to the right wing. Back to Lindell. Esa Lindell in all alone, waiting for some sort of reinforcements. Finally gets it in the way of Barkov. Barkov and Lindell. Here's Barkov walking out front. Barkov just threw it in front there, looking for Yakola. And Yakola was just a fraction of a second behind the idea Barkov had. Barkov knocked down by Havris. Barkov with 1:30 to go in overtime. Here's Lindell. Lindell shoots. Good save by Koval. Yakola keeps it alive. Otama in front, Barkov. Yakola let one fly, it was wide. Here's Jokinen. Jokinen for Barkov. Barkov walks out. Between the hash marks, quick shot, kicked aside by Vitaly Koval. 1:05 to go in the overtime. That will come back. It will be icing against Belarus. Kostitsyn down low. There's the backhand up high and over the net. It was the right idea by Korobov, trying to pick that top corner, but it was about 1.5 feet wide. Trying to get it up and over the big frame of Pekka Rinne. Havris will dig in against Kemppainen. We're looking at the clock. Saying it should be over a minute. And again, they use the technology. And if you got it, you might as well use it. Get everything right. They've had a few looks at goals or scrambles in the crease. And now the referee will explain exactly that they're going to recite. You can see if you're a lip reader. And Dave Lewis wants to know exactly how much time they'll put back on that clock. And Kari Ylonen, not a gregarious man behind the bench. He has been angry a few times. He was angry at the Barkov interference call that led to the 5-on-3. He was angry about the Tuomo Ruutu call on that same sequence. And right there, just letting the referee know, get it together. Come on, we're in overtime here. Get the clock right. We'll be live again tomorrow from the International Ice Hockey Federation World Championships in Prague. The decision makers at Premier will look at the games after the results at close of business today, and they will pick the best game on Tuesday. There's a couple of good ones, no doubt about it. You've got Czechs versus the Swiss, Finland v Russia. And the Swiss, they could still be caught by Austria. Austria were beating Germany. And that game is 2-2 now between the Germans and Austrians. The Austrians need to win all their games in regulation and hope that the Swiss don't get any more points. You can check IIHFWorlds2015.com for all the permutations. And we'll be live again tomorrow. Wednesday's a day off. Thursday we'll have a quarterfinal live for you again. That's to be determined by the matchups. And we will have 2 semifinals Saturday live and a gold medal game Sunday. Wrap up a magnificent 2 weeks of hockey from the Czech Republic. Here is Jokinen. Jokinen to Salmela. Salmela pushes that forward. Kaluzhny. Kaluzhny takes a bump from Lindell. Here's Jokinen. Jokinen to Salmela. And that's a good block by Korobov. He got a piece of it, sent it into the corner, and as overtime will solve nothing. And the shootout is on the docket at the Czech Arena. Barkov, we got to figure he'll take one. He's been magnificent in this tournament. Really fun to watch. I've stressed that a few times, but only because I knew he was a good player, and I've seen him play before. And when you watch him with the Florida Panthers, it's one thing. On the big ice internationally, whether it's Olympics or World Championships, Barkov is an absolute beast. He was a beast in this one. And plenty of tournament action coming up.